This is our second of about 3 videos going over how we change one kind of metric unit to another, or doing a metric conversion. So remember, we first have to look at the letter after the numbers, the unit in this. So we see a lowercase g here. So we have 955g. We want to see how many mg it's equal to. So going back to our notes where we went over the abbreviations, a G by itself, when there's only one letter, there's no prefix attached to it, it's just the root word. So looking at our abbreviations for the root words, a single lowercase g is gram. So G by itself, G alone means grams. So we're starting with 955 grams. Now we look at what unit are we trying to get our answer to. And so we see a mg, a lowercase m, a lowercase g here. So mg, first letter is an abbreviation for our prefix. So in our prefixes, an m is milli. And then the last letter here is going to be the abbreviation for our metric root word. So a lowercase g is a gram. So mg together, milli and gram. So mg means milligram. So we're trying to get the answer from grams into milligrams. So now we can use our staircase, our metric steps, to change our starting unit gram to our answer unit milligram. So finding gram in our staircase, it's kind of in the center of this staircase here. There's gram right along with meter and liter in the ones place here. And we want to get our answer to milligram. So milli anything is here at the bottom. So gram to milligram, we just need to count how many steps that is. So going from a gram to a milligram requires 3 jumps to the right. So let's check that. So that's 1 jump, going to the deci line from gram. 2 jumps takes us from deci to centi, and 3 jumps takes it from centi to milli. So that is 3 jumps to the right. So that's what we're going to do with our decimal point to get our answer. But if we look at our problem, we do not see a decimal point here in the number 955. But remember, in any whole number, we usually don't write a decimal point in, but if we had to, the decimal point would be at the far right side of the number. So we're going to add one there so that we have a decimal point to jump. And in this problem, we're jumping it 3 to the right. So now we're going to try doing our 3 jumps to the right. But we notice another problem. There are no numbers to the right. We see our unit G, but we can't jump the decimal over letters. That we have to jump it over numbers. And so, not a problem. We can just add zeros to the right of that decimal point so we can do our jumps to the right. So I added 3 zeros to the right because remember, we figured out we have to jump 3 to the right. So here's our starting decimal. We're jumping it 1 to the right, 2 to the right, 3 to the right. Add in our new decimal, but we get rid of our old decimal, right? We don't have 2 decimal points in our number. So all we have to now do is transfer our number with the new decimal point over to our answer line. So it's 955000 decimal point, or is going to be our answer. So that's going to be here, 955000 decimal point, mg, milligrams. So we have that 955 grams equals 955,000 milligrams. And we just figured it out just like we did earlier.